Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. I'm going to share with you in this latest Moon Lambo Hot Jam perspective from a number of chart analysts. And boy, do I have a number of indicators you should be looking at right now, because I'll tell you this. By the time this bull cycle is completed, we will know, we will be proven to have been correct specifically about XRP. And yes, there's all sorts of haters out there and the toxic Bitcoin maxi trolls and all that jazz. But if you think XRP makes sense and sometimes you're a little iffy about it, I'll just let you know right now, you are not the only person that thinks XRP makes sense. And it's fine. Look, in any crypto community, you're going to find the hypey people, and it's just rah-rah all day, sometimes reaching out into fantasy land. There's some of that in the XRP community, talking about XRP going to $10,000 and a bunch of BS nonsense. Of course, you'll get that in any community. But I'm telling you, the reason that it makes sense is grounded very squarely in reality. There are all sorts of reputable, reasonable individuals out there, wealthy, successful people that believe that this makes sense. And so there are the utility reasons, but even if you're just looking at, just a crazy bull run, like XRP participates in these crazy bull runs. We're in one right now. And yes, we're in a little bit of a consolidation phase over the last 4 to 6 weeks, whatever it's been. All the days blur together at this point. But you don't stay there forever. The trend, I believe anyway, is going to continue to the upside. And so time will prove that you are right about XRP. That's what I believe. That's my conviction. But before going further, I do want to be clear. I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. At the time I'm recording this video, it is 7:41 a.m. Sunday, April 28th, 2024. XRP is just a hair shy of 52 cents. Bitcoin at 63,720 bucks. So we just continue to range sideways. Same story with the crypto fear and greed index, 65 out of 100. So about what it's been, well, in recent weeks, that's pretty much about where it's been. A little higher, a little lower, whatever. Here you have a post, though, from chart analyst Mikey Bull Crypto. And this is highly consequential. And I'm going to get into the XRP specific stuff. That's the bulk of this video. But let's talk about this first, because Bitcoin leads the market. And what do we see? What precedes, or allows, rather. Let's use that. What allows for, or no, that's not even the most precise. I can make it more precise. What occurs when we see alt season happen? What's happening also when you see alts take off? You see Bitcoin dominance go down. This is a Bitcoin dominance chart dating back to the beginning part would be 2021. And here's what Mikey Bull Crypto wrote. Altcoins. Bitcoin dominance top has been confirmed and breakdown is imminent. Tighten your seatbelt for the upcoming maniac phase of alt season. And so, folks, that doesn't mean it's going to happen today, tomorrow, next week. I don't pretend to know exactly when it's going to happen, but we are roughly speaking in that moment. And so he's noting here in this chart that this is the structure of a bearish rising wedge for Bitcoin dominance. Not for Bitcoin price, but for dominance. And so Bitcoin will continue to move up in price. I don't pretend to know where the top's going to be. I wouldn't be surprised if it's six figures. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 120 grand, maybe 150 grand. That wouldn't be crazy to me. And that's not a prediction. I don't make predictions on this channel. It would be disingenuous. I don't know. I'm just saying that type of range wouldn't surprise me. And so what you will see is, yeah, the Bitcoin price will continue to trend up and it'll eventually hit a peak somewhere. But the dominance is going to decrease because altcoins will perform better. That's all that is. And so he's just noting here, the chart says this is where Bitcoin dominance peaks. And you've seen similar stuff if you look in previous market cycles. So we're basically about there. So people have been discontent in recent weeks. I understand that. It hasn't been as exciting as the first part of this year. But welcome to a bull cycle. That's like, it's not all rainbows and sunshine and puppies and ice cream and all that crap. There are periods where you have pullbacks that are notable. This is one, and some people have been shaken out. To me, I'm just more excited ever. This is the most excited I've ever been to be in crypto. And so the fact that there's a pullback in a bull market, no, I am not taken aback by that. Here's a post from chart analyst Matthew Hyland. This is the crypto total market cap excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. And he wrote, the time to be bullish on alts is now, but most people won't see that until it is too late. And so he circled here in this light blue color where we are right now. So there's been a pullback, and like I just said a second ago, people are down, people in the dumps here. and then it took off. But what, didn't we just have this? Didn't we just have this occur in the beginning part of 2024, which he also highlighted in blue right here, and then alts took off? Yeah, we had a lot of all that. Did you guys already forget that? Because we've had a lot of really positive action for altcoins this year. And yeah, there's been a pullback. And so it's in another accumulation period. This is normal for bull markets. Here's another post from him, and he shared this as well. This is on February 4th of this year. He wrote the same thing here. The time to be bullish on alts is now, but most people won't see that until it's too late. And so he shared the moment in time that we're in right here. And for those of you looking at the screen and see what I'm talking about, compared it to 2021 and compared it to 2016. And you know what happened then going into 2017? Ballistic. And this chart's the market cap just excluding Bitcoin. That's what this particular one is. Unless you think this time is different. Famous last words. I don't think this time is different. Here's a headline from the Crypto Basic. Pundit identifies last XRP buying opportunity before it hits $2. I don't need to read the article. I just want to share with you the content that they were referencing. It's from an analyst that I wasn't familiar with, but I found it interesting, so I thought I'd at least mention it here. It's Henry at Lord of Alts, and he seems to be fairly popular. Got 40,000 followers on social media platform X, and he shared this XRP USD price chart and wrote the following. He said, XRP, last buying opportunity before the bull run, 2024 to 2025. So I'll just pause right there to state, although if I had to guess, I'd suppose that we're more likely to see a top in 2024. It could be 2025, or maybe some of the excitement bleeds into 2025, even if the top is this year. Either way, we've got a lot of fun ahead of us, I personally believe. As far as the XRP last buying opportunity, so here's the deal. And I mentioned this a little bit recently, but I've been hearing this is the last moment to get XRP at this price for over 6 years. Since 2017, I've been hearing this at various price points, higher than this and lower than this. Now, eventually it's going to be true. Eventually it will be true. And so for most of the last 6 years, I brushed that off. But when we're in a bull market, that's when it becomes genuinely, truly plausible to me. Perhaps likely. Because again, like when you're at the depths of the bear market, people are saying, yeah, well, we don't know how long accumulation is going to be for sure. We don't know when the market starts ticking to the upside. Yeah. Last time. Okay. How is it? Are we going to be saying that a year later? And in some cases, the answer is yes. But we are in a bull market. So this is where it starts to make sense. That's why you haven't heard me saying this is the last opportunity to buy XRP. I don't think I've ever said that, honestly. Because I've never believed that. I can't think of a single instance in my 6+ years in crypto saying that on social media platform X or on this YouTube channel. But I will acknowledge, if there's going to be a final moment, then it's probably close to now, roughly speaking. It's going to go now. And then he said, are you ready for life-changing gains? XRP holders, this is our moment. Let's effing go. XRP is ready. My target is $2. So by the way, I don't know where he thinks XRP is going to top, but yeah, to get the party started, that would be perfectly reasonable. XRP typically, historically anyway, doesn't just have one go and then that's it. It has major bursts, sometimes, like in the case of 2017, half a year apart. There's a major burst and then dead for 6 months and then another move to the upside. So we'll see what it looks like for this market cycle. But this is why I said at the outset of the video, it is not just you if you think XRP makes sense. Because even set aside utility, which I've talked about so much for over 6 years, it's a real thing. There are real people building real things. There's real adoption. The market has spoken. XRP has been valued in the top 10 for over a decade for a reason. It's not an accident. If it didn't make sense, it wouldn't be able to sustain for over a decade especially with the SEC lawsuit. And so even if you're just talking about the asset class moving in tandem, then I still, even if that's a primary driver for your rationale, because that's a big part for me personally, that still makes sense. It just does. Here's a post from chart analyst Tony Severino talking about XRP BTC, and he wrote, XRP BTC is forming a hammer candle on the 1 month. This is a possible reversal signal in Japanese candlestick analysis. XRP could soon outperform Bitcoin. Okay, so what I've been highlighting in recent months is that there are the XRP haters who say, look at how bad XRP is. This is proof that it's never going to go above above where it is now, and it's just going to keep bleeding out against Bitcoin. And then in those instances, I laugh at them, and I do so on this channel, and I point out to you that that is ridiculous. They're being toxic and disingenuous, or they're stupid or ill-informed, because what actually happens at these moments when XRP is priced so low against Bitcoin is that indicates roughly the bottom before it bursts to the upside in a bull market, which is what we're in right now. That's exactly what we're in right now. That's why I'm excited to talk about the XRP BT chart so much, and I keep tracking it. And so he was talking about a hammer candle. I'm not a chart guy. I'm not pretending to be. I don't want to be one, but I do value the chart guys out there. And like the ones that know what they're doing, like they offer true value to the crypto space, which is why I track so many and talk about their perspectives on my channel, because I get value out of that, and so I know that you guys will as well. And so he's talking about a hammer candle. I don't know what that is, so I just looked it up and I thought I'd share it with you. What is a hammer candlestick? This is from Investopedia. A hammer is a price pattern in candlestick charting that occurs when a security, in this case a crypto, trades significantly lower than its opening, but rallies within the period to close near the opening price. This pattern forms a hammer-shaped candlestick in which the lower shadow is at least twice the size of the real body. The body of the candlestick represents the difference between the opening and closing prices, while the shadow shows the high and low prices for the period. And they noted this. Hammer candlesticks indicate a potential price reversal to the upside. The price must start moving up following the hammer. This is called a confirmation. And so maybe the bottom is in for XRP BTC. I don't know for sure. I don't pretend to, and I don't have to, and it doesn't matter for me. Eventually one is formed. So maybe this is it, and if it's not, then we'll have one. There's going to be a floor to this. There is. And so on the way to finding the floor in previous market cycles, it was the same story. You didn't know for sure. It got really low. Oh my God, there's a big gap. XRP's crap. That's what they would say. But eventually, there really is a bottom. And so you can see here's the XRP BTC chart on the 1 month. And this, look at how it's been performing since April 13th when it bottomed out. It just right back on up, and it's looking good to this point. We'll see what happens there. So when he's talking about XRP BTC and this particular formation, this is what he's talking about. Here's a post from chart analyst E. Greg Crypto, also talking about the XRP BTC pair. So it's XRP priced in Bitcoin. XRP BTC official bull run announcement. Since February 22nd, I've been highlighting that the official bull run will kick in once XRP BTC touches a specific point. And then he says the XRP BTC chart is resonating with historical data, giving off strong shilling vibes. Major resistance, 0.00001667. And then he what he calls Valhalla Gateway, 0.000027. And then he wrote, XRP Army, stay steady because XRP is poised to change your life and the lives of your children's children. And for some people, I do believe that's true. Depending on, and you know, to what degree that's going to happen, it depends on how much you have, how long you hold, how high it goes. It's very dynamic here. But that's the thing I love about crypto is the opportunity truly is here. I firmly believe that. And so if you look at this chart, the XRP BTC chart, he's noticing these moments going back a decade, literally, multiple different cycles, showing XRP looking like crap. Here it is in 2014, folks. Look at how it's dismal. Look at how XRP just crashed on down against Bitcoin. Terrible. Oh, that must mean it's just going to do that forever, right? That's what the disingenuous chart analysts that love Bitcoin would have you believe. And that's what they say. Every single market cycle this happens. See, it's crap. Oh, XRP does not belong on your portfolio. Oh, okay, thanks for the financial advice, you freaking idiot stick. And then it just burst to the upside. That was 2014. Same story here, 2017. Well, how about that? Are we surprised here? Same for 2021. And of course, this wasn't as big a burst to the upside, but there was an SEC lawsuit. Might that have been a major factor? Yes. Doesn't take some sort of genius to understand that. And here we are at this moment where it's again, for the fourth time in the last decade, it's back at that place. Where we are right now, that's another bottom for the fourth time. But is this time different? I don't believe so for a second. I absolutely do not. Unless we get a black swan event and it's like everything called off, there's some sort of global event outside of something like that. No, it's going to go. That's what I believe. And nobody knows for sure what's going to happen with XRP price. I'm just sharing with you what I personally think is probable. Here's another post from chart analyst Greg Crypto. XRP BTC, and this is an RSI update. So this is an RSI chart for XRP, relative strength index. And he says the RSI for XRP BTC on the monthly chart suggests the next move could target the 53 region. And so, folks, this is one of those charts where it's better if you can look. I know a lot of you are doing other stuff where you can't. It's okay. You're driving, whatever. Keep both hands on the wheel, motorist, at 10 and 2. Lest you crash, perhaps into a fish. Crossing the 61 mark on the weekly time frame could signal a partial exit strategy, allowing for a recovery of my capital. The remaining exit strategy could be considered above 70. XRP Army, stay steady. The potential for generational wealth is within reach. Yeah, and I agree with the sentiment. That's why I'm here. That's why I've been here over 6 years. Just sitting here holding, being more patient than everybody else, because that's how you win. That's it. I just sit here and hold. I don't do anything. Price goes up. Cool. Price goes down. Okay, whatever. And then one day, if it goes up sufficiently, I will be enticed to sell. But it needs to become, it needs to go on a crazy rip, or it needs to become an outsized portion of my net worth overall. Anything along those lines. Okay. And I think that's what's finally going to happen this market cycle. But I've just been sitting here and waiting. Like, a lot of my stuff that's worth a ton of money now, I say that subjectively for me. I've been holding it since 2017. So it's true of XRP, it's true of ETH, it's true of my Bitcoin Chainlink. I got a bunch of Cardano. I have a ton of coins. And so, yeah, I haven't sold. I didn't sell that market cycle. I didn't sell the last one. You can laugh at me. But my net worth is way more than it would be if I weren't doing this. And so I'm idiot-proofing this by not taking action and refusing to take action until or unless it's substantially higher than where I purchased, but also in terms of down. That's it. And so even though I have some coins that have been way up in terms of the multiplier effect, I'm looking at my overall portfolio. That is a factor. And so I wanted my portfolio to get to a point before I start just selling everything. So that's why I did in the last two market cycles. And that's not what most people do. It's rare what I'm doing to actually hold on throughout all of this. I understand that, but I do. I understand that makes me an oddity in that case, but it works. And I made this decision in 2017, folks, when I jumped into crypto. I decided I'm going to treat this the same, roughly speaking, as I treat equities. Because I know in equities, if you're just investing in the stock market, broadly speaking, over a long period of time, like that, you don't touch it. It goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. Because my bet was that it would, like, the asset class on the whole would be way bigger over time, and that I would pick some stuff that would win and probably a bunch of losers too, and that's fine. That was my suspicion back in 2017. And that, frankly, more coins than I expected are at least hanging on to life here, frankly. So it's actually better than I would have guessed in 2017 in that regard. 6 years out, no, I would have thought that it would have been looking worse than it does in that regard. I would have thought more coins would have been dead by now. They're not. There's tons of coins that are alive, even the old ones. So anyway, all that to say, I'm just going to keep holding. It's the same thing I do with the stock market, and I don't care. And then eventually, when this if my portfolio on the whole or certain things start to go, and I know we're in a bull market, that would be the time when I sell. But I've been waiting for this time where my portfolio on the whole would be, I believe, substantially meaningful in a bull market. So what it is right now, even if I don't buy anything else, it's great where it is. In terms of dollars I'm willing to sell now, no. So I'm looking at the quantity of the crypto that I have. And in this bull market, I believe it's going to be sufficiently where I would be enticed in terms of dollars. So I'm going to start selling stuff. And you'll see that as I'll start talking about when I finally cash out to USD, which I believe is going to be sooner than later. When alts start going back up, you're going to see it'll just be a little position here. And that first thing I sell, whatever it is, into USD, it's not going to be life-changing. But it's going to be a first step in this bull market for me selling stuff. That's what I'm saying. And so I've just been super patient. I know people generally don't do that. They like to time the market, get in and out of stuff. But I decided no. People usually mess up doing that stuff. And maybe it works out for them a lot of the time, but you can really screw yourself up. So I just decided no. I'm going to not touch it. I am hands off. I'm just going to idiot-proof this thing as much as possible, and that strategy has worked for me. It just has. I know most people emotionally would have trouble not doing stuff. Like, people have a hard time not doing stuff. I'm good with it. I've made peace with that. It's the same way I treat my stocks, so it's just is what it is. So I'll stop yammering on, but I'm excited. It's like we are that close, and there is every reason under the sun to believe that we are right about XRP, and it is going to hit a new all-time high, and it is going to enter price discovery. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. If we're all wrong, then we're wrong. And that's possible. And then we'll have a big talk as a community about, like, okay, what are we not getting here? But it doesn't even make sense. Then why the hell is XRP still in the top 10? Why does the world think that it makes sense, even throughout that lawsuit, if we're wrong? It just doesn't make sense. So I think we'll be fine. But anyway, I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.